Welcome in, Congressman Perry. Good to have you with us today.
Well, it is great to be with you, Bianca. And as we stand here, they're debating the contempt resolution on the House floor, and I do expect there will be a vote to hold Merrick Garland in contempt. And we wish it didn't have to be this way. There are a lot of pressing issues for the American people. They can't afford their groceries or their credit card bills. But at the same time, the House has a duty to conduct oversight, not with some evidence, not with the evidence that potential criminals would give us, but with the best evidence that's available. And Merrick Garland is simply refusing to do this. Understand, this is the top law enforcement official in the country who's telling the House of Representatives, the representatives of the American people, you cannot have the evidence. And so if he's not going to give us the evidence, we have really no other option other than to hold him in contempt.
I mean, folks like Peter Navarro and Steve Bannon are going to be jailed for, contempt. So, if people, see all that happening, no doubt they do believe Merrick Garland, it's fair is fair. Why were some Republicans lukewarm on this, holding him in contempt? I mean, Eric Holder was held in contempt before. Why not? Why not go with it? We see the growing distrust from Americans on the three-letter agencies, and exactly what you point out. It seems like a no-brainer, Congressman Perry.
Yeah, I don't know who you have to be, left, right, or center in America, to not recognize what's happening here. And it doesn't matter what your politics are. The House of Representatives has the requirement of doing oversight of the other branches to make sure that, everybody's, the balls and strikes are being called correctly. And when one of them, this branch, the executive branch in this case, is running cover for potential crimes, we simply can't allow that. And Merrick Garland doesn't get to decide what's appropriate for the legislative branch, what the people's branch is what's appropriate for us to have. We'll determine that, and all we're asking for is the evidence. They've already given us some form of the evidence, but understand, Bianca, this is their version of the evidence, not the evidence. We're just asking for the evidence.
Yes, and they tried to assert privilege, but unfortunately all the silos that privilege would cover, none of this falls under that. Finally, Congressman Perry, the left and some of the folks over at MSDNC and other places are saying it's outlandish. How could Speaker Johnson be putting you up for the House Intelligence Committee? Isn't that really what it's all about? Is that you said it's a duty to actually oversee with Americans, distrust. I believe it was like 37% in a recent NBC poll for the FBI. The fact that you would actually question and have oversight is something I think Americans want. Why? Liberal media is just really upset. We have this headline here, pressure to pull House intel picks. It seems like you're the right guy for the job.
Well, myself and Representative Jackson have decades of years in service with national security clearances, done top secret military work, and are both well qualified for the job. These are just baseless and false political accusations that are cheap shots based on just pure politics. They don't have any basis in fact or merit, but this is the swamp who rejects anybody taking a look at what the American people want them to look at. And so I think that Representative Jackson and I are proud to be on the committee, and we're happy to work with our members, other members of the committee, to make sure our intelligence agencies are thwarting America's enemies, but also that they're operating within the confines and the guidelines of the Constitution.
Yeah, like we saw with the Catholics at Latin Mass and parents at school board meetings there. A lot of concerns. Congressman Perry, thanks. So we'll be watching that vote for contempt Merrick Garland. I know it's being debated. You say it will happen today, so I appreciate you joining us, stepping away to give us that live update. Always good to see you.
Thank you, Bianca. God bless you.
Thank you.